Yeah, it seems like we are within. We are within. It's recording. It's recording. It's a recording. Well, it's a Monday evening, and the Kabbalah Bloodline Podcast Network is broadcasting live from Johannesburg, the city of gold. Amazulu bonabati egoli haile basotho bona majapere ba re Gauteng ba bone ngwaneso re tlile ge. It's a Monday. It's a safe space for some romantical, political, intellectual, cognitive, I don't know, political and religious gymnastics. It is a safe space. It's our second episode of hashtag What's Trending. And joining me is TT and also GE. Oh, Eli Maeli, and Innocent Kwanini, Kent Kente, and Kenneth Mushe, the player, the resuscitator Mampondo. We are here. And I play. Pondo fine. That's what
I thought we move right along.
Yeah, we move right along. I forgot to say TT is with me. Turney, and Innocent, the engineer, the technical virtual engineer, is with us running the ship on air. Monday evening. How are you, gent? How was your weekend? How was church? How was your Sunday?
I mean, man, it's exam season. We're having it hectic a bit, but church was great. Church was amazing. We had our boy, our newly inducted member in the Kabbalah. Oh, Sihle man.
Shout out.
Okay. Hey, yes, it's fine. Okay. Oh, the new member in the Cabal.
Yeah, he's a new member as the SD.
Any decision taken in my absence is null and void. Please follow the correct protocol. Stop hallucinating and come back to reality. Yes, how was the weekend, Duma?
Oh, man, yes, you're not school.
Yes, yes. It was amazing, bro. It was amazing.
Yeah.
We had a wonderful Sabbath, man. We were blessed. We were sitting at the feet of the young scholar. Yes.
Yeah.
He who shall not be named. He who shall not be named. But yes, our Sunday was
for safety, man.
Yes. Yes, our Sunday was hectic as you may know, man. We were editing, from the morning until late in the evening, and but we're chilling now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and on that note, thank you so much, Duma. On that note, please do the things and do go watch the first episode of the Football Fanatic Show with the Cabal. Sure. It premiered last evening. Please do the most. Go and support the boys and go and be capacitated with some football knowledge there with the World Cup preview. Yeah, I guess it will be a similar thought with Kent and TT. How was the weekend, gents?
Man, my weekend was good, man, especially seeing the gents and spending time with the gents.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed spending time with the gents. But Sunday, man, it was tiring. Yo. Because like, hey, man, studying.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's
why, man? Why?
I had to study.
Oh,
that's why.
Yes. Okay. As long as you're well, as long as you still found some, therapeutic environment or frequency with the gents. Kent, how was your weekend, brother?
Thank you, sir. My weekend was okay. It was actually good. Sabbath had a blast. Was really blessed also. Today was quite hectic, as Duma said. Editing was just difficult, But we pulled through, and the video is now out. Would really appreciate the support of the people, and that's what I have to say.
Yeah, I saw a glimpse of the video, and TT was in his element. He's usually quite quiet on this podcast, but if you want to see him fluent and proficient, please do catch the football show right there episode. But unfortunately, gents, it's well, fortunately, it's a Monday, and we are all about interacting, engaging on what has been trending on our Twitter space, on Instagram, whatever, on TikTok, and throughout the major social media platforms. And yeah, unfortunately, on a very somber note, we woke up on Sunday morning to heart-wrenching and mind-shocking news that DJ Sumbody, Mr. Obasi Foka, and his personal driver were allegedly shot at least at least 48 times in the car,
Wow.
whilst
That's crazy,
enclosed,
bro.
and I think 48, yeah, around that number, 35, whatever the number might be, 48 times, right?
Wow.
While they were
crazy,
just
bro.
coming back from their engagement in close proximity to a news cafe. Yeah, I don't know, gents. May his soul rest in peace. I don't know what are your sentiments on that. Imagine, man, being shot 48 or 30 times. You know, whatever the number. What is your take on that?
Man, it's quite sad, to be fair. You know, it's very sad. To hear that anybody has been killed. In fact, it doesn't have to be your family member or whatever, but to hear that somebody has been killed in that manner, it's quite devastating. I mean, 35 to 48 gunshots, bullets rather. Man, I'm devastated, to say the least. Wow. I don't know what the gents have to say, but that's just my raw reaction.
Definitely, it was a tragic event. I mean, nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves such a thing. 38 bullets. I mean, nobody would survive that. So yeah, may his soul rest in peace.
Yeah, I don't know, Ken. I know you've got a view on this. This is in the entertainment industry, which you're highly invested in. You know, when I looked at it, I thought maybe it could have been he was caught in a crossfire, but based on the facts, man, from my perspective, it seems quite intentional. Right? Based on the quantity of cartridges found on the scene, man. It appears that the perpetrator did not seek to take his car, but he was out or she was out for his blood. I don't know, man. For me, it appears to be a hired and professional assassin. I don't know what to take, Kent and TT.
TT, you can go first because if you have an addition, you can just go before I say anything.
TG.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you may go.
When I heard this news, I was quite shocked, especially when I found out like it was 48 bullets. No one deserves to die in that manner.
No, fair.
Because from looking at how you was,
sorry for laughing.
I think
sorry for the viewer. Sorry, there's a message. Sorry for the viewer.
He was a funny person. He was a hustler. So imagine now, probably he was the breadwinner at home. So just imagine what's gonna happen now.
Sorry to the viewers. The reason we're laughing, there's a text that came through as he was speaking. I'm so sorry. Sorry, man. There's a text that came through. Yes. Hi, man. Why would this guy send such things at such a time? But can continue.
Before I start, I would like to say Ashin Twela, RIP to John, known as DJ Sumbody, Ashin Twela. And the hit was intentional, bruh. I would like to say, if the owners of the club are watching or whatever the case may be, I'm not the first one to say such. But people have been saying that this club that is now known as News Cafe, I think.
Woodmead News Cafe.
Woodmead News Cafe. Recently changed its name, right? So people have been complaining about the club and stuff like that. So I think maybe he went there to play or whatever the case may be because it's closed and stuff like that. Yeah, and also McG has been saying, or rather McG once called on the podcast called The Owner. Excuse me. Called The Owner and was like, do you spike people or stuff like that? So yeah, the owner was like,
so Ken, sorry, if Ken, sorry to interject you. If I'm catching you properly, you are sort of linking his death to his proximity to the Woodmead News Cafe.
I'd like to say so, right? But before I confirm, I have to get my facts straight. So that's also one of the cases, right? Because people are really complaining about the club, but the owner is busy saying no, you don't need to worry, and saying all kinds of swear words. So it's like you can easily see that there's something going on behind the scenes, you know. But moving on, I would like to say the hit was intentional and it was professional, because they say like hitmen most of the time they don't hit the person who you are riding with. If maybe it's me, you, Kenny, or the squad, and they're targeting you as the president of the cabal, they're gonna only hit you and leave us. But I think it differs by what's this, the hitman, or rather the person who's doing the job, right? So the hit was intentional. I think it was because of hit stuff like that. Because you know how the game is, you know, the game is very.
Yeah, so to interject, are you saying was he the only one that was killed, or his driver was killed as well?
No. His bodyguard was killed. That's what I'm saying. They are different, you know, different. Yeah, I'm saying, but the bodyguard was also hit, and he passed on, unfortunately. Condolences to the family. So, yeah, bruh, you can see that he stopped at the robot. They were following him, and then he got gunned down, and then unfortunately passed on. But he was a good person, and you know, a story is told that there was this hustler DJ, and somebody was there, like DJ Somebody that was at the peak of his career, and then he met somebody. He took a taxi to come to Joburg, and then met somebody. After meeting somebody put him on also, you know. He was a good person, put him on, you know, helped him out. You can see even the relationship he had with also the artist Espanol Vest. And also the you know, people are saying he was the breadwinner. He made something out of nothing, you know. So it's very it's hurting to hear such news. I was shocked when I saw it on the news because we were editing the whole day around, I think 2 or 4 Duma. I saw it on the news. I was like, what? DJ Somebody has passed on. So I'm to catch up on what's happening and stuff. So yeah,
man. I could only imagine the emotional well-being and stability of Casper Vest. The dude has lost people in close proximity to him. I think it was Rick at first, and now you have to lose DJ Somebody. Could be active time for him.
Yeah, I think.
So imagine when you're losing both of them. Yeah.
No, yeah, I was about to say because
yes, you may continue.
Yeah, he's losing people that are close to him. It must have some sort of mental and emotional effect on him as a person. You know, to lose close friends like that. Yeah, it must be.
But okay, but I want to move from the cause to effect, right?
Okay.
And maybe through our speculations, it's fine, just engaging in a cognitive warfare. But what would be the rationale behind this heinous act, right? Because from my view, well, I'll have 2 views, right? Well, you'll be conscious of the fact that he's a celebrity, and given the background of a celebrity, we know that that fraternity of life is associated with secret societies, right?
Yeah.
And you know, the Illuminati, and obviously conspiracy theories will surface, and there will be a notion that, you know what, maybe his time was up, And remember, the more, well, it's not my view, but I'm just saying, perspectives. The more you grow into this game, the more the sacrifices intensify until they become unbearable for you to execute. Or it might be because now this guy was a prominent business guy, right? Apparently, DJ Sumbody was also part of the taxi industry and the entertainment industry. So, what would be the rationale? What would be the rationale?
Yes.
Was he killed because he could no longer sacrifice, or no, there was someone in the corporate space now who wanted to get rid of him? I don't know. Or are they enemies?
Let me just come in there, ne? Let me just come in quickly. The owner, hey, this is fun. The owner of the cafe is also part of the taxi shandies. I don't know if you get me. So, hey, bruh. So this is like, I'll say allegedly, maybe he had a hand. I'm not saying this is for sure or whatever the case may be, but I'm saying he also, part of the taxi and stuff like that. But yeah, maybe they had a fallout or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was becoming a threat to his socioeconomic stability. Maybe, allegedly, we're just putting out there. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, Duma.
Yeah, because I was he not supposed to have some sort of big event coming up soon? I think
Today,
it was
on Sunday.
Yeah, it was hosted in his club, right? I think it's Ep2 or something like that. So yeah.
Where do you know such things, man?
No, but you read on Twitter, it's trending.
I'm playing, bro. I'm playing.
No, relax. So I'm saying it's possible what Kent is saying. Like I agree with him that these guys might have probably seen him as a threat, in a business sense. So yeah, that's also possible in terms of the sacrifices and that side of stuff. Yeah, it's a tricky one. To be fair, it's a tricky one.
Yeah, it's tricky because they both own clubs, right? They both own clubs and they're into the taxi business, right?
Right.
And the event that was supposed to happen, I think it was because business deals regarding clubs and the entertainment industry didn't go well. So it was like most of taxi drivers are like, they carry weapons and stuff. So maybe it was like, this guy is threatening our business, my guy, and stuff like that. He's also threatening taxi and club and stuff like that. So let us just take him out because he's making so much money off this. And yeah, greed, man. Greed will tell you to do something else, bro. So
yeah. I reject TT. You quiet, brother. What do you think, man? Is it some sacrificial stuff or is it some corporate competition?
Nah, honestly, I think like it's something that has to get jealous.
Yeah,
I think so. Because like I can't really say much about sacrifices and what, because like I don't know anything about that. So like I can't really comment on it. So I think it's something that has to get jealous.
TT is stating that the jealousy might have played a role. And I was watching a clip on TikTok. This other pastor, he's saying, if there's a curse that the black race has been given, it is jealousy. Instead of us as black people complementing each other, we seek to compete with each other. So yeah, man, it's sad. It's sad. I understand. I don't know. Mampondo, SG, do you have any input?
To be honest, if I might be thinking about it, I think realistically speaking, it could be about the taxi industry and about making money and about who makes money. I don't usually know how sacrificial moments or events happen or how people die because of sacrifices, but usually because of these taxi association stuff, people actually get gunned down. They actually get killed because of guns. So when you state and say he was in the taxi industry and he got gunned down by 35 bullets, I mean, it makes sense to say it is part of the taxi industry. Yeah.
Wow. Yo.
Yeah, thanks, Mampondo. Yeah, refreshing insight there that there might be a connection with you know the taxi industry, man, is quite dangerous. But I want you then to take in close proximity to yourself, Jens, that imagine now that you're out here planning your weekend with the gents, with your girl, with the family, but someone already knows the date of your death, right? So you are anticipating an amazing weekend, man, but someone already knows that you are not going to experience it. How cruel is society? How cruel is society?
At least, man, at least if it's truly my day, let me know. if it's
you wanna know?
Day, then
No.
Man, man, you want to die a sinner, man. Because when it's your day, you can't run away from it.
He's talking. He's mentioning sin there. I think I might just maybe pose a question there. Could this and I'm saying this, I mean the times in which we live in. Could this be an indicator of the times we live in? I mean, Jesus says when he speaks Matthew 24, he says, one of the signs of my coming is that the love of many will grow cold. So could this be a sign?
Man.
Could this be a sign of the times we are living in, and you know, of how close the coming of Christ is? I don't know. That's my thought.
And the love of money. You should also state that the love of money will grow.
And lovers of themselves. You know, lately I've been on TikTok. I've never spent so much time on TikTok. Make sure you follow us on TikTok at the Kabal Podcast. Yeah, make sure you also follow us. I've been on TikTok, right? So, man, I've been following lots of conspiracy things about the Illuminati and stuff like that. I don't want to watch things anymore, right? Because it will make you think. You think too much, bruh. You understand? So you think too much. And I've also been sharing pictures on my, not pictures, videos on my timeline. So if you follow me also, then you've probably seen them, right? Of people saying there was.
What's your timeline for the people to know? What's your timeline?
Just follow
what's your account? Sorry, what's your account name?
And they say, well, it's KENTSAWORLD. Right. So I just forgot where this river is, right? So in the Bible it says the river when at end times will run dry. I don't know if you can help me. I just forgot the name of the right.
Yeah, I think we have a fact checker. We have a fact checker here with us, bro.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm but
just alert him on what he should search.
Yeah, no, I think I'll find the video then. I don't know how you're gonna share with it.
You put the link in the description.
Yeah, just find the video and stuff. It shows that 2020 had water. I think 2020 or 2021, which was last year, it had water, but now it has run dry. And you can see that there's no water anymore, right? And it says I think it's speaking about that specifically that river and that place. So I don't know if I don't know if they're playing with my mind or I'm watching things too much and then I'm ending up believing in things that the people are just posting in jail. But yeah.
You believe heresy.
Yeah.
You must check it. Wait. No, don't say yeah. You know what you must be saying. You believe heresy.
I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
I know. But you know, Mampondo mentioned a very important stuff, important aspect. That would you rather know when you're about to die and how, or would you rather be a mystery?
Whoa.
Hmm.
Bro.
I know, man. I'd rather not know, man. Nah. I'd rather not know. Personally, I'd rather not know because, yeah. Why?
But
Why would I rather not
okay.
know?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Would you rather not know, or let me put it this way? I think knowing
Yeah.
when you will die, in a sense, will help you prepare for your death and help you.
You see?
Yeah. Yes, I'm
You
saying
see
yeah.
my
Help
point?
you.
So,
So you don't wanna you don't
so
wanna
do
know,
I
and I'm
say
saying
you are going to sin? You're going to sin all over your life, ne? And then the last month you're gonna try to
no,
fix your ways. Is that what you're
no,
trying to say?
that's not what I'm implying. That's not what I'm
Yeah.
implying.
Okay. Sure.
That's not what I'm implying. But I'm saying, would it not help you prepare for your death, to say, and help you live a better life? Although we should live we should live a
Yeah.
better life, but I'm just saying, maybe knowing when and how you will die will help
Yeah.
you prepare for for your death, because but
So,
I
man,
guess
you know that you're going to die next week.
man,
Please picture it for me now. Wait, you know, that you are going to
yeah.
die next week at 6 a.m. There'll be a gun.
Hmm.
There'll be a robber at your place. You know. In fact, tomorrow morning.
Ah,
Hi, man.
you.
My favorite.
Man,
And you know what's the issue?
what's
You
the
can't run away from it. There's nothing you can do.
Exactly.
It's gonna happen anyway.
man, I'm sleeping in Jesus, bro.
No, bro. Get next. I don't know, TG. Would you want to know or not?
No, not personally. If I know like there's gonna be a robbery at my house next week, I would rather be prepared for it.
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I will
But
prepare
wait, you
myself.
prepared for it, but it's inevitable.
Yo, it defeats the
Yeah?
purpose, bro.
Yeah, like you. What informs the preparation for what? You cannot stop it, Miss.
Exactly. It defeats the purpose.
Man, personal, I would try to stop it, man. I would try, man. I don't know,
Okay, cool.
but
Yeah.
like I would try.
No respect.
Eh?
Cool, man. No, but I think an object lesson which I personally derived from DJ Somebody's death is the fact that, gent, there's an underrated blessing, the blessing of leaving home and returning back home safe and sound. I think it's one of the most
Yeah.
underrated blessing we have. It's underrated, gents. Let's appreciate the fact that we can leave home, go around town, come back, and we are safe. We are safe. I don't
Hey.
know.
Yeah, no, that's spot on, bro.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. As Christians, though, on this platform, don't you think that the death of a human being, in a way, makes us introspect and evaluate our standing with God, right?
Yeah.
Because I think when you are now conscious of your mortality, it challenges you to improve the quality of your life. That that, hey, man,
Sure.
I'm not about to live on this earth for eternity. So I think for me, it challenges me on the quality of my life, of my mental, intellectual, spiritual frequency with humanity and with divinity.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
SG.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah, it helps you actually grow a better relationship with your God. Knowing that you would die one day. You're not bound to live
Amen.
forever. So
Yes,
it
sir.
helps you to actually identify and try your best in fixing your way and be like David, a man after God's own heart.
Yes, sir. Now I'm going to ask you all No, we're not. Do anyway. No man, ish. Yeah. Anyway, it's fine. It's not about David today. But I thought of a question as we were preparing for this episode, gents. In relation to this death, because I think we need to personalize it for us to understand its intensity.
Yeah.
So, Titi, Duma, Mampondo, and Kent, he's back, ne? Is he back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
So, think about it. Have you ever thought of how life would be without you? So, let me further substantiate. Now, here's a question for introspection. Based on the current state, impact, and peculiarity of your lifestyle, how many people would feel your absence 2 months after your burial?
Sure.
Yeah, so based on the quality, the substance, and the impact of your life, the peculiarity, how many people would remember that, hey man, there was a man called Duma 2 years after you've died? So how would life be now without your presence? I don't know. Just tell me, gents, personally, all of you, how would life, as you look at your life now? It's fine. Please, viewers, don't confuse their consciousness of self for arrogance. You might, I don't know, gents. If you're going to die now, the news are there. The cabal, on their way back from PE, they crash. How long after that would you be remembered as an individual?
Maybe let me say, because last year I moved from where I was initially born, the house I used to live in. Ekasi Mhlakeng.
Ohlala kuphi ntwana manje?
No, for privacy. For privacy, I won't say.
Otherwise, the man will be assassinated, man. You know the man.
Hey, man, you think you are the one, man. But anyway, yes.
No, man. But as I'm saying, I had friends from my township, and man, my friends still text me even today, telling me they miss me. They need me to visit once in a while. So it actually shows me what kind of an impact I've made in their lives. Not only being there for them, and so it actually also shows me, to your question now, that if I die, how many people would actually feel that I'm no more anymore. So I feel like people would actually miss me, bro.
Yeah. Because of the relationship and the care you've built, with them.
Yeah.
Kent.
I feel like people who know. I feel like people who know me, right? I feel like they would say that I'm a person who's always there rather for them, right? And who's always
Hey Ben, plus you've been man, you used to fight there on your status updates. Hey, I don't know who you were fighting, man. Hey, a couple of weeks back, man. What was happening there too?
No, man, some people, man, will take you for granted just because you have a good heart, So they'll think that you are just a soft person and stuff like that. But no, it's okay. We are not there.
Okay,
I don't like fighting.
Okay.
I don't like fighting, man. Let's move on. Yeah.
Don't cry.
I feel like I won't cry, bro. I feel like I get to know a person to a point whereby they feel like they've known me for a very long time, for a while rather, And so I feel like having that kind of personality or being this kind of person that I am, I feel like people are gonna remember me for, I'm not gonna say forever,
for some time.
ever, but yeah, for for a period of time, even though it expires, but at least they'll remember me, man, for just being a good person, just being there for them when they need me, and just helping them wherever I can.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're talking about expiry date. There's a quote that says, "Aspire to inspire before you expire, bro."
Oh yes,
Yeah,
sir.
and me, bro. Yeah, but I'm not being arrogant, but I'm just saying, in my introspection, bro. I'm dedicated and passionate about conscientizing the masses, both on the social media platform and anywhere, bro. So for me, I share so much on my economic, political, spiritual, intellectual outlook, right? Which creates a conducive environment for me to engage and interact with a variety of people, right? So I think, there would be a missing link. I know viewers, you would miss me, but you'll not admit it. But anyway, yeah. No, but you know what, man? So because I'm never hesitant to articulate my views, right?
No,
And
for sure.
and I'm a jovial dude, man. I'm always just loving and proponent of development and enhancement. Dooms.
First, I think I'll try not to answer the question, but in turn, I would want to say, right, that more than anything, this is maybe a call to us, right? That at the death of DJ Sumbody, may we improve the standard and quality of our living. May we impact people's lives, and maybe this is a call to all of us, here, the viewers as well, that at the death of DJ Sumbody, may we improve the standard and quality of our living.
Yeah, maybe I would take I'll be a spokesperson for the theologian. One aspect that we would take for him, because he's exuding false humility, but it's fine. But I think we don't need we underestimate the power and the privilege of preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ and the influence it has on human beings. Becomes a coping mechanisms for many people, right? So don't sleep on yourself, but live out thy life within me, Jesus, King of Kings.
Oh, yes.
The man has died to self. The man has died to self. Sticks.
You know who sings that song?
Sticks.
No,
Yes, man, we need to go to her next year, man. She must sing for us. Hey!
That's rest, man.
I want to mention, but it's gonna show that it's fine. It's gonna indicate if I talk about what she thinks about.
Tell her that it's not her, bro.
Tell her what?
It's not her. It's not her.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. If you think me talking about you, stop hallucinating.
It's not about you.
That's not you, bro.
I am a cheetah.
Titi. Titi, what team done?
To be honest, I don't really let many people in. So I feel like people who really know the real Tozamile Tabo will miss me.
Hey. Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you, Titi. Titi says he is a proponent of exclusivity, man. It's a privilege to be in his own space. So I think Jen's a call that we should be conscious that we are privileged to be in TT's space. We thank you, TT. We appreciate you so much, man. Thank you for allowing us into space.
He's not available and accessible to everyone.
Yes, bro. Yes. Yeah. Part of the laws of power. They say accessibility and availability depreciates your value.
Early.
Too
Yes,
much simulation in the economy.
Yeah,
Yeah, ne? But closing this topic in just 10 seconds, Duma, Titi, Kent, and Mampondo, if you were to die right now, or if you're not to wake up, what would you want to be remembered?
Are you?
Bro.
Please repeat, bro, because my network has been acting up.
Yeah, I should go back to
I just
Yeah.
heard Mampondo.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Mampondo, just please, bro, consider moving back to Musake. Anyway, here's the point. here's the point. I'm saying, Mampondo, I'm saying all of you, if you were to die, right? Unfortunately, you don't wake up. He's gone again. But you had the question, gents. What would you want to be remembered for in 10 seconds?
Press. Simple and straightforward, bro. A man after God's own heart, bro.
Yes, Mfundisi, man. Yeah. The pastor says he wants to be remembered as a man after God's own heart. David. So you want your love to be like David?
I don't know in what sense, but I know
No, I'm
I
just
know where
asking,
you're
bro.
heading, bro. I know where you're heading, buddy.
No, okay, but what the pastor says, if you look at him, he wants to be remembered as a man who was constantly and perpetually chasing after God's heart. As Kent, Ken is out, I guess, or I don't see.
No, he's here.
Yeah, he's currently. Yeah, but he's currently out. Ken, please. Yeah, did you hear the question, brother? Gents, please consider coming to Johannesburg. Only Duma seems to be having a stable network. It's time to move out of the rural areas, please. Yes? You hear the question?
Yeah, I heard the question.
Okay, 10 seconds.
Just a person who is always available, to people to come and share whatever emotion that they are feeling if no one is there to listen to them,
Yes.
People's person, a good-hearted person. At that point, yeah, let me not say a lot of things, but yeah, if you don't love me, leave me alone.
I would want people to remember me as someone who's kind, caring, and considerate.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Mighty.
Yes, sir. Kind, caring, and considerate, man. Hey, especially in this world where we have become so self-centered, bro. Mampona, I think you've caught the trend, eh? You know what you're talking about. If you're to die, this evening, what would you want to be remembered for? Definitely not a heartbreaker. I pray that the daughters of God forgive you for what you've done to them. But continue. What would you want to be remembered for?
Yep.
No, I'm also praying for Duma. I'm praying for Duma that, hey, yeah. Man. But yes, fine, bro. Yes.
No,
I'm keeping it. Yes, I'm not saying anything.
Press, but you know your sins. But it's fine, eh?
No, bro, don't project.
He's projecting, Press.
Hey, bro. Hey, this guy.
He's stuck now.
Go to the network. Hey. Mampondo, I want to give you a chance to talk. He's stuck.
Hey.
What's wrong, bro? Is it load shedding?
Man, I don't know. Today it's just.
yo, SG.
I mean, let's move on. It's fine.
Okay, but not Jen.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us,
Jen. Yeah, man, I want to be remembered as a physical extension of divinity, right? So that when human beings were in close proximity to me, they experience the presence and aura of God. That's just what I want to be remembered for, through the lenses of my warm personality, Yeah, man. All other lenses, man. Anything, anything. I want human beings to remember me as an extension of divinity. Whether you come across my own personality, my intellectual proficiency, my romantical resuscitation, when I was capturing you and resuscitating you, you should have felt the priesthood of God. But yeah, so yeah, even my emotional availability, man. So yeah, remember me as that, as an erudite debater, a voracious thinker, and yeah, whatever you want to be, I want to be remembered. Sorry about that. As that. Mampondo, last time, brother.
I mean, this network is against me today, but nevertheless, definitely not only, I don't want to speak for future tense, but present tense. I will be remembered for being a kind gent who's friendly and who loves God.
Not a heartbreaker.
Sir.
No, definitely not a heartbreaker, sir. Definitely
not. I did not say anything. Donna, are you allowing him? No rebound.
Don't worry, I'll have a comeback and I'll mention names.
Hey, poor daughters of God, but it's fine. But moving on, right along. No, the pastor is very spiritual, man, like a man after God's own heart. Dooms, a man like allergic to. Yeah, no. No, I retract. No, definitely not like David. Moving along, buffet two. One of, I don't know, Nota. Nota, moving along to Nota. Nota always has, he's always articulating himself, right, in terms of what he thinks. There's in relation to this death, there's something he said. Let me just find the tweet. He says, rather be a struggling artist than a dead artist.
Oh yeah.
So, question to you: would you rather live a life which is short, flamboyant, or a longer and a life which is just constituted of impoverishment?
Yeah, I'll go last here. I'll go last for this one.
So I don't know if you had the question is, would you rather live a short, flamboyant, exciting life, right? Or would you rather live a longer, yet, a life which is epitomized by impoverishment and socioeconomic instability? Which one? Is it about the quality of life or the quantity of years you live? Now I'll make it clear. Now my school of thought, right? I would rather live a short life which is constituted by usefulness and quality. I prefer that. I'd rather live a life in which I've found my purpose and I've found fulfillment. And once I've done my task, I'm ready to go and rest. That's it. I don't think you need to, for me, it's subjective. I don't think you need to live until you're 60 or 70 years. Find your purpose, execute it, and exit. Yes. Dooms?
Yes, Press, I think I concur with what you're saying, and what your statement is epitomized by the life of the late Steve Biko. One of his famous quotes, he says, "It is better to live for an idea. It is better to die for an idea that will live than to live for an idea that will die." I mean, the man lived for 30 years, right? He was 30 years old when he died, when he was assassinated. But the impact and the quality of the life he lived, I mean, the benefits are still there for us to reap. I mean, he's the author of Black Consciousness, and we are able to feed off that well, though he's dead. So I'm saying, I agree with you. It's better to live a short life than to live a long life and not have an impact.
Yeah. So yeah, what Dooms is saying is basically live a life which will outlive you beyond the grave. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Mampondo, Titi, should I move along, or don't you wanna come in and conscientize the masses? Buffet two, or you concur with us? You are muted, SG.
Sorry.
Amen.
This thing,
Ah,
this
the man.
network thing, bro.
But you know, I
Just-
understand, but yeah, maybe you'll
Yeah,
come
speak.
through here. I came through a statement earlier on that says you cease to live and commence to exist when you fail to start making contributions. I don't know if you're with me.
Ah,
So-
song. Oh,
So what could so you TG he says you cease to live and you commence to exist
exist.
when you cease to make contributions and impactful decisions and actions in your daily life. So we
Yeah.
might be seeing people existing, but they're not living. They are more like
They're
dead
not living.
corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'll say to us as the cabal is let us not be visitors to planet Earth, but let us be the shapers of planet Earth.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Can
And,
come through.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's very important to actually establish your purpose in life.
Yeah.
It's very important. It's a prerequisite to establish your purpose.
Yes,
in
sir.
life, so that you could actually make an impact wherever you are, and truly wherever you are. So definitely, bro, you can't just exist and not live. You have to live
Yes, sir.
as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, SG. Titi, ngiyabona ukuthi uyacontemplate mntwana. Thini?
Yeah.
I'm listening to y'all, man. I'm listening to y'all.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're fine. No, viewers don't know what a
first-
TT will get accustomed to this. He's an introverted human being. So, but I'm sure you could detect that from last week he has spoken much more, and we are very much proud, brother. Yeah, I see. Now you're no longer that introvert. Yes,
sure.
yes, yes.
For sure.
You wanna talk, TT?
Oh, yeah. Let me say something. Yeah. Now, like, to be honest, like, I'm really grateful and I feel blessed to have friends like y'all, because like I learn something new every time I'm with y'all. So like, yeah.
Right.
Oh, Nkosi yami.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, man. Yeah, very true, man. Very true. Yeah, we all learn, man. We always learn.
First, we are still on the first topic, right?
Yeah, but you told me, man. Duma, we're having an argument with Duma and Mambondo on a call after last week. Duma saying, no, gents, it's a podcast. You chill and you talk for hours, 2 hours and 1 hour. Mambondo says, no, man, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. It's fine, bro. I'll listen to the man of God. But anyway, no, bro, listen to the man of God. But anyway, brother, moving on to a very, very, very touchy subject as well. Hashtag Pitbulls. Right. Very interesting development in South Africa. Agents, and I've always been scared of the dog, by the way.
Me too, man.
Yo,
Me too, yeah.
bro, from a young age, man. But you know, I have a phobia.
now.
Yes, Dooms?
Just dogs in general, bro. Just dogs in general. We're afraid of those things, bro.
Yeah, bro. Who? Us, man. Not only me,
us.
right?
Yeah.
Except
I
that
agree.
point from
Hey,
I was
be
not
careful.
talking about the address. Yes. Yeah. On the, okay, then here's a very interesting thing. Phenomenon. On the 27th of September, sorry. On the 27th of September 2022, a 10-year-old boy was killed by a pit bull, right?
Yes.
On the 13th of November 2022, an 8-year-old boy has been reported killed by the same dog. This
It's the
Sunday
same.
morning.
Same type.
Yes,
Wow.
pit bull. No, like in terms of a breed. Yeah.
Oh, same kind.
This Sunday
Oh.
morning, this Sunday morning,
Yo,
a
sad.
3-year-old boy was mauled to death in the Free State. So 3 recorded pitbull deaths in a space of a month. Bafetu, gents, is that normal? Should it be tolerated? What's your take?
Press.
To be honest, I think that they should ban them because like countries like Germany, Italy, Netherlands, Poland, they've been banned like for many years now. So I think we should follow that route, because like it's not normal, yo.
Okay. The TG is saying let's rather ban them. I don't know. What is your view, Dooms?
Yeah, I was about to say, man, I don't
They
think,
left us.
yeah, it's just the two of us now. I don't think the
Yes.
a pit bull is a domestic animal, bro. I really don't, bro. Like the behavior is just abysmal, bro. And that's all I have to say. I don't know much
So it's
about
not too
dogs.
domesticated.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. I don't know what you think, but I'm against it.
No, but Dooms, very important. Maybe I should ask then: is there a distinction in terms of their nature between a pit bull and a lion? Is there like a distinction in terms of their nature, or the only difference is that a pit bull is referred to now as a domesticated animal, and a lion is referred to as, what is they call it, a wild animal?
A wild animal, yeah. I think
So
to be honest, I'm not really well informed in terms of animals. But when you look at the behavior of a pit bull, clearly it's not to be domesticated. I mean, it behaves like a lion in a sense. So I don't know what the guys will say, but from my side, it's not to be domesticated. It should be banned.
So it should belongs in the wild.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Uthini Mampondo, Uthini TG, Uthini Bafetu. Kent, are you back? Okay, he's not back. Yes.
I'm back.
A pit bull, man. Oh, Kent, you can go on.
No, it's fine.
Oh, well, doing my own kind of research, on Google, of course, I then discover that those dogs are breeds that were found actually in America. They're actually called American pit bulls, and then there were actually dogs. They're breeded from a bull terrier dog and a terrier's dog, and then that dog was actually made to fight other dogs. Hence the violence. Hence how it conducts itself. See, so but I agree with Duma. But I've always been afraid of that dog as well. I don't have that dog. I have a German Shepherd dog. So I believe that dog should be burned. Yeah.
Okay, should be burned. Yeah, because I don't know TG.
I chase
No, not burnt. Not burnt. Like burning.
No, Duma, no, bro.
No, I heard you guys. No, bro. I heard you guys say no, it should be burned, and I'm like, oh, okay.
No, it's banned. What do they call such, bro? What about phones? Cannot they say?
Yeah, hey, man.
Is it homophones? Something.
Homophones,
I remember.
I think we have a fact checker right there, bro.
Fact checker is not working.
No, like
you want to comment? Yes, comment.
No, like I'm listening, man. I'm listening.
Okay, yes. Kent, you wanted to articulate yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Kent, what? Okay, yes. I saw it, Kent. I'll be with you just now.
Yeah. I wanted to show something quickly about I don't know thoughts, ne? I want your thoughts, guys, on this. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see Singapore 1991. Pitbulls allowed at home, banned from entering the country. You understand? Netherlands was 1993, complete pitbull ban. And then Poland also 97, laws about fencing and reformment for pitbulls. You understand? So you can see the years and the
The trend.
The what?
I'm saying we can see the trend.
Yeah.
And you can see the years, right? So it's the pitbulls have been a problem. You know, it's just that now we are more exposed to it, you know. Yeah, we are more exposed to it. And now you can say, I don't know. You can say by the way it's acting right now, because it's not acting like a normal like dog that we are used to. So this is what I only wanted to say and what I wanted to share with the people.
And actually,
Yeah,
what
thanks.
I've noticed again
Quite
is that
informative. Thank you.
these killings are actually happening in Free State. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Because even
Yeah,
these
man.
killings are actually happening in Free State, guys. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah. And sensitive, man. Rest in peace to all those who've lost their lives. I can only imagine if you died through the hands of a pit bull. Because apparently once it has its thing is on you, its teeth, hey man, it's nearly impossible. Oh, is it that dog, bruh? That once it bites you, it's quite quite difficult for it to let go. You must use warm water or something, man. But I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
go,
but oh yeah, but you know,
yeah,
I was watching Kululeko in Culture. I was watching Kululeko in Culture, and a spokesperson from the SPCA, she's, you know what she says? She says we need to acknowledge the fact that pit bulls were bred to fight and to kill. And for me already, that poses a danger. Marache. I am just saying, man, I think the burning of pit bulls would be, man, it's an extremist view, Buffett. To imagine now you need to ban, for me, ne? So this requires then stability and rationality. And this is what I'd say. Instead of you banning the pit bulls, how about we introduce legislation and regulations, right? That will deal with the ownership and possession of pit bulls. For example, for me, if I had the power, I'd say, okay, how about we then enforce mandatory mouth guards for these dogs, right? Just an example. Or we impose a tax of ownership on whoever owns such a breed. I don't know. And also ensure that, yes, yeah, like that, Ken. Thank you so much. I see it. Yes, like that, right? If we don't do that, let's impose a tax in ownership law. And let's also state that, you know what, if this dog leaves your guidance or your sight and it kills someone, you as an owner will be rendered responsible for culpable homicide. So you're responsible for the death of these people. I don't know. Maybe such legislation will assist us. You can engage on some cognitive warfare, gents.
I let them go. Right.
Oh, let them go.
Man, look at this.
Okay, gents,
look at this thing, man. Look at this thing.
Man, I saw a video of eating a tree. Another one was eating you know that material that is used to establish to make a roof, bruh. It was bleeding, but it persisted with eating it.
Chris, I think you did mention and I think SG also mentioned that these dogs were originally bred to fight and you know, so I don't think
Yes.
Yeah, I my view is just plain and simple. Just take these things to the wild. Simple. Just deal
Okay,
with them. Take
out
them to the
to the
wild.
wild.
Yeah.
TT.
Yeah, I agree with Duma. Maybe right now, maybe I might be a little bit biased because like I don't really love dogs. I'm scared of them. So like, they should go to the wild.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
first look at this
Okay.
one, bro.
I don't know.
Even some pitbulls, bro, they feed them steroids, red meat, and stuff like that, bro. Hey, you can see
No, and
by the look
Ken
of
is
this one.
mentioning something important, bro. Apparently, in the casino, individuals utilize pit bulls as weapons of authority. So that, bruh, if Untrela Hampi, I'm going to use it against you. So people are actually saying these guys are actually harboring murder weapons. So they're using pit bulls to instill authority in society. So yeah, it might be a justifiable cause for you guys to say, let them be banned. I don't know. Can we continue, or you have any other views, James? Yes, SG.
I've had friends who have owned pit bulls, and I've actually discovered how these dogs are so stupid, bro. Like, like these dogs, they can't think. Like they can't think.
Yeah, they can't think.
And I can't understand how such a dog could be stolen so easily. Like these dogs, Ekasi, are stolen like nobody's business, bro. But these dogs like bite. I can't understand that. That's one thing I can't understand about these dogs. But yeah, I guess they should be taken to the wild because yeah, their behavior is just
Out of order.
unacceptable. Yeah, unacceptable.
Yeah, okay. Thank you guys. Moving along, we saw that there has been a draft guideline on unisex bathrooms in the Republic of South Africa in our public schools. So unisex literally means boys and girls, right? As per our orientation as we think. But remember, there's another gender now in society, right? So there will be a phenomenon of gender neutral bathrooms at schools. So boys and girls, as per our orientation, but you know, there's different there, those who are non-binary and those who are binary. They will be able to share bathrooms now. Maybe I should give context to this. So there's a draft guideline by the Department of Education, right? And I need you guys to understand this. Context is important. So remember, the Department of Education is not Christian, is not, they are not Islam, they are not, they are serving a diverse group of a constituency, right? So they drafted a guideline in a bid to eliminate gender discrimination and establish a socially conducive and welcoming environment in schools. Because now we have what we call the before I get into trouble, the LGBTQI.
Plus.
Yeah, QI, yes, plus community. So sticks, I don't know, plus, right? So the fact that they've now introduced the unisex bathroom, or they're planning on introducing them, just a draft guideline. What's your take on the matter? They're saying, you know what, we want to eliminate gender discrimination. There are young people in schools who view themselves as gay, as lesbian, and then so forth, and they would love to use certain bathrooms. So is it a cause for celebration for the LGBTQI plus community? Is it something that we need to celebrate on that? Yes, man, you know what? We have eliminated gender discrimination. Yeah, I mean, what about them? They also matter.
Yeah, Press, just a quick one. I think looking at it from the LGBTQI plus community, for them it might be a positive, but if you look at the current rape statistics in South Africa, I think if you implement that idea, it's just a cause for concern for me, from my side, in that sense.
But they would say that they feel, well, from a gay's perspective, So what is their pronoun? Okay, yeah. Well, I'll say just gay. The gay. I mean, it's a complex issue, but anyway, what I'm saying is, what is their pronoun?
Yeah.
What do we refer
Yeah,
to them as?
use LGBTQ plus community. Just to refer to them as that
No,
because
but I want to make an example of a gay. Okay, let's say me. I'll use myself. Let's say I'm gay now.
sure. Oh, yeah, in network Joburg.
Nah.
Yeah.
Am I back, Jen? Sorry, I had gone for a while. Am I back?
Sure.
Yeah, you're back now.
Welcome back.
Continue.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
I was saying, let's say I'm gay, right? And I feel like, you know what? I'm a woman, man. I'm just trapped in a man's body. So I don't have any romantical or physical inclination to ladies. So are you eradicating that fact, Duma? You feel like now I'm going to be a pervert in their bathrooms? I feel like I'm a woman.
Can I comment?
Yes. Yeah, you may.
Okay, at school there are unisex bathrooms. So and I've seen the success. So like I don't really mind them being introduced. So yeah, man, I think it's fair. It's fair to everyone.
Yeah, to those involved. Okay, yeah, thanks. TG is saying from a societal perspective, this anti-transphobic guideline is quite developmental, as it's now accommodative of sexually diverse children, right? So it safeguards them. You have a protector, yeah, from that perspective. Yeah, yes. Mampondo uthini baba? Uthini ngale ndaba?
Honestly, I don't want to say much, but to comment on this matter, I tend to agree with Duma's sentiment, and on proper research, it wouldn't, as Dick say, he doesn't see a problem with it, but with the rape statistics in our country, it has truly become a problem. We truly have a problem with rape in our country. And
but Bondo, can I interject?
But listen, okay, you'll interject now. Ne? It doesn't matter who or let's say it doesn't matter in which community you're in, but rape could be done to anyone, and having such toilets
enhances
would then, it gives us a leeway to such yeah.
So are you saying they are not girl enough? You are depriving them of their girlness, their femininity, the gays. You say no, they are just pretending.
No, I'm not saying that they're pretending. All I'm saying is that it doesn't matter whether you are gay, you are bi or not. Rape could happen to anyone. And sometimes it doesn't matter who rapes you. Sometimes you could be raped by someone in the same community as you. Which could be a problem because you are going to the same toilet. And then
so whether
it's gonna be a
so
build-up.
whether there's a whether there is unisex bathrooms or not, rape is there. That's what you're saying. So it's fun. Let's go ahead. It's the same. It's the same because it's from both communities. You can rape it. No, that's what you're saying. So I'm trying to understand because I'm saying now
those toilets should not be there. I'm saying those toilets should not be there.
But you are saying regardless of your gender, rape will happen. So
yes,
I just say
no. Now I'm saying with those toilets, it opens up more space for such events to happen.
Are they
because
not girls? Don't they feel like girls?
Bro, but you're going to the same toilet as in that community. Bro, come on.
Press,
Okay,
I
yeah,
just want
yes, yes, yes.
I just want to get your view. What's your take on this narrative?
No, man, out- from a jurisprudential perspective, ne?
Right. Yes.
Uh, man, I'm sorry to the Christian community. I have my personal Christian convictions that I stand for, ne? But in terms of jurisprudence and the Constitution, I'm of the view that the absence of such interventions would constitute a human right infringement and violation on the non-binary, I don't know how to call it. You know what you know then, right? The
Yeah.
LGBTQI plus community, right? So it would be a discrimination. We are not acknowledging their gender or sexual and gender identity. So they would want to then eradicate this discrimination based on the people's gender and sexual orientation. But I want to know from you, theologian, that hey Baba, from the studies of God and the men of operation of God, what does the Bible say?
Press. I think we'll have this discussion another time because yeah.
Yeah, but what's your view? What's your view? Don't play to the gallery. What's your view?
Yeah.
10 seconds.
I'm not playing to the gallery, right? But
Yeah.
my view is in a moral sense, right? In a moral sense, and I'm emphasizing a moral sense, not in any other way, but in a moral sense, and according to what I know, as per the biblical text, homosexuality is homosexuality is prohibited.
Abomination, manyala.
It's an abomination. So that's moral. That's at a moral standpoint. So that's where I am in terms of the biblical text. So
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
I don't
know.
think. Yeah, I don't think. I'm saying in a moral sense. I don't think that there's a question whether it is right or wrong, particularly in the Christian community. So maybe in the world, outside the confines of Christianity, we can talk. But when you come into the Christian space, that there's a clear indication as to what God wants from us. So
Exactly. Yeah. No, thank you so much for those thoughts, guys. I don't know. We are 1 hour in, basically. Yeah, since we started the recording. I don't know. Should we proceed? Should we pause? Yeah, because the Senzo Meyiwa case is still continuing, and the President Zuma, we can always talk about it. I don't know, but it depends on your cognitive stability at this late hours. I don't know. Are you still free to talk? If so, how many more minutes?
Chris, the Senzo Meyiwa case, please. I'd like to hear the views of the gents. Just that one. For me, the Senzo Meyiwa case.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So the Senzo, you give it 15 more minutes, and is it fine?
Yeah, I think that'll do.
Yeah, but it's been amazing, man. I'll let you know what I think after this. So the Senzo Meyiwa case resumed with Tumelo Madlala, Senzo Meyiwa's best friend, right? Testifying, and being cross-examined by advocate Msholo, the defense counsel. By the way, she's a Seventh-day Adventist, married to a pastor there. Yeah. But anyway, guys, I don't know. Yeah, no, I had to say it, man. You can see the quality of the lady, but anyway. No, I mean quality of his, of his competency, not romantic, no, not aesthetic. No,
yeah,
no,
we know.
Yeah, I'm just saying in case they mistaken. No. Mama Mshololo is doing an exceptional job in my view. But before we proceed, empirically, gents, you have the leeway. Based on your observation, based on your speculation, what do you think transpired on the 26th of October, 2014, when Senzo Meyiwa was gunned down? What happened? What happened?
Going first. Must I go?
Okay. Can I go?
Anyone?
Because like I don't. Okay. Can I go first?
Yes.
Go.
Yes.
Go on.
Okay. Like I haven't been really following the case, so like I don't really know much. But like now I think the people who are inside the house that they know the truth. That's how I feel. They know the truth.
Press, I think with regards to this case, there are a lot of bone of contentions, right?
Yeah, true.
Tumelo Madlala, who is the best friend to Senzo, was testifying this past week.
Yes.
And in his testimony, shall I say, the guy is not convincing, bro. The guy is he's all over the place in my opinion, if you ask me, right? And I want to make an example. I want to make an example. The guy, and I like how the advocate, the Mshololo, approached this, right? She starts off by saying, you guys had some drinks, right? You guys had some drinks, and she asked him the quantity and the number, and he says they drank about 4 or 5, right? 4 or 5.
Yes.
He said, yeah, not more than 4. And then she says to him, she makes a point, and she says, when the alleged thief or robber came in, you could not have been sober to be able to identify him, right? And the guy disagrees, and he says no. And so for me, that shows that whatever happened within the vicinity of that house is known by the people who are inside the house. And for me, there was no robber that came from outside. Actually, the guy who pulled the trigger was actually inside. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
For me, the guy who pulled the trigger was inside.
So you're saying can you hear me, Duma?
I can hear you. Continue.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, Duma, sorry. I need you to please go back 30 seconds, man. I had network problems. What are you saying about the 3 to 4 bottles that he consumed?
Oh yeah. So the advocate Mshololo makes a point, and she says, in defense of her client, she says you could not have been sober to be able to identify the guy who pulled the trigger, because apparently he identified accused number, I think it's number 5 or number 2.
Two, yeah.
Number 2, right? So she says to him, you could not have been sober to be able to identify my client. And the guy says, no, we had a few drinks, and I was still at a particularly, or I was still at a sober state in a sense, right?
Yes.
So I'm saying, and when you listen to the guy, to what he's saying, there are so many things that he says that just do not make sense, right? Like what he's saying, to me, it doesn't make sense. I don't know what the other guys think, but yeah.
To continue on.
Yeah, Jen, I'll just be back. Let me just go buy data. I'll be back. Please continue. Yeah.
Sure.
I need to purchase data.
To continue on what Duma just said, one morning I listened to the news, and they actually posed a question to him. Yeah, I agree. He claims that he was sober, although they had drinks. But they then ask him a question and say, if he was so sober, why, as he ran to the bedroom, why couldn't he call the police?
Exactly. I mean,
why couldn't he call the police? So I heard a bit of that, and it makes sense that it's obvious that probably there's someone inside the house who actually killed Senzo Meyiwa. It's actually someone inside the house.
And just on what you're saying, right? On the fact that the person who pulled the trigger was inside. The only person that left the house, right, that managed to leave the house was what's his name? Thokozi
Chico.
Sitwala or Longwe.
Oh,
Longwe
to-
Twala.
Long way.
Yeah,
Oh,
Chico.
Longwe.
Chico's son. That's Chico's son.
Chico's son. Yeah.
And according to him, what happened is when the two alleged robbers came in, Longwe went head on. Imagine,
Yeah.
a person has a gun, right? He's here to rob, and he, man, you go head on straight to him, and you don't even try to find a place to hide, and then he manages to leave the house, right? And the guy apparently, allegedly, he was supposed to go. He wanted to go call for help, right? And the help never came. So I'm saying, when I look at the case, right, there's so many points that we can debate, but for me, the one that makes sense is that the person who pulled the trigger was inside the house. I don't think
For
there was
sure.
a robber. I
For sure.
certainly don't think so. I don't know, Ken.
Yeah, you know, gents, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see me?
We see you, bro.
Then I don't see you. I don't know what's up with my network, but anyway, as long as you can hear me. Yeah. I hear what you're saying, Duma, about the fact that, well, what I think Advocate Mshololo, what he did there, what he did to the witness, which is what's this guy, Madlala, ne? So the modus operandi is to discredit and assassinate the character and the reliability of the witness.
Yeah.
So that whatever he says to the court is not deemed as reliable.
Yeah.
Because what you are mentioning is that he had 3 to 4 cans of alcohol at the time of the incident. So what the defense could ask the state would be, are you really going to rely on intoxicated human beings?
Exactly.
Because the very same guy says he saw this guy. And also another bone of contention that I would bring here, guys. Do you know that on the night of this incident, the crime scene, or where the shooting took place, it was cleaned by a neighbor?
Yes.
So based on that, then empirically would then induce that, hey man, why would you want to clean a scene in which you are the victim and not the suspect? You see, another question. Why would you have to clean? So how can the state rely on a compromised crime scene to prove their case? It's compromised.
Sure.
You know, it's staged.
Compromised. It's compromised.
So I don't know, Buffet. So yeah, I think right now with Duma and Mampon and everyone else will say, you know what, we are going to be shocked, but I'm with you, gents, on that one, that we might be shocked that, hey, might have been someone from the outside, but for now, I think based on the previous witnesses, man, yeah, might be someone. So if it is someone from inside, who is it? Allegedly, please use allegedly.
Yeah, Press. Just to add on to what you are saying, right? In terms of the reliability and credibility of the people who were inside the house, right? I want to speak on the people who were inside the house. I mean, all of them, when they speak, I saw this tweet. I don't know if it's reliable or what. I saw this tweet. I think we will find it and we'll display it. It says when Zandi speaks, she says Senzo died in her hands, right? When Zandi speaks. Yes, that's the one. And then Senzo and Kelly also says, I saw him turn blue. He died in my hands. Tumelo also says he was the one pressing his hands into Senzo's wound to stop the bleeding. So you know, what do we believe? You know, there's no reliability here.
Hey. Hey.
I don't know, gents.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's
too much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about these comments that Kelly and Tumelo and Zandi have been making. Yeah, it actually shows that something truly happened inside the house. And because the stories there's no link between their stories. Also shows how they're trying to cover a story, cover the true story. Yeah.
Yeah, Press, you can come back.
No, yeah, sorry, man. Hey, am I audible now? Yeah, because I'm connected to the Wi-Fi now. You know this Wi-Fi here.
Go on, Press.
No, bro, no, I hear you with the contradiction. You know, that's the thing. I'm waiting for the corroboration of all of the witnesses in the house. Because one thing I know, if you are lying, man, lies have short legs. They're definitely gonna get caught. Because, gent, remember, Tumelo says Kelly Kumalo was behind Senzo Meyiwa, and the doctor report says the bullet entered through his chest and exited by the back. So if that's the case, how did Kelly Kumalo
survive?
dodge the bullet?
Yeah. That's another point of contention.
It's another thing. And I love how the advocate, the advocate Mshololo, discredited Tumelo. You know what she does, ne? She alleged the court that, you know, this guy received money from Netflix, ne?
Yes.
So that in exchange for his pictures with Senzo, right? And then he gets remunerated. He got money. So what this then presents to the judge, Maumela, is that perhaps this guy could be bought to go and sell a certain narrative. You are born? So it's quite, Hey. And another one, just as we conclude, we can talk there. Yeah?
I think the problem here is, to be honest, I think the problem here is the best friend. I don't know if you can see it or not, although
we hear you. Yeah.
How dare he say he was Senzo's best friend and act so controversial? How dare he?
Yeah. But Nampondo, we might be wrong, remember, ne?
Oh, allegedly then.
Yeah, I'm saying I know, besides allegedly, I'm saying we might be wrong in saying that there were no intruders. He might be even the correct version. Because remember, we are filled with the Netflix documentary and everything. You are not there.
I don't know if you heard me, but after what I said, after Duma's comment, I said the guy, he says he was sober. And then Mshololo asked a question and says, if you were truly sober, why didn't you call the police? Since you ran into the bedroom. He says, you know, incidents happen and they happen quickly. So I couldn't call the police.
It's so true as well. You don't function at your cognitive full cognitive ability, right?
You don't function optimally.
Yeah, optimally. Yeah, there's no cognitive. Yeah, you don't function at your optimal cognitive level when you are scared, bro. You don't, bro. But I agree with you. I was just trying to be a devil's advocate. I agree. But you know when you're scared. Because also this guy was on crutches, man. You know that, ne? He was working with crutches all the time.
Yes.
Bro, during the whole altercation. No, bro, it was a movie. It was definitely a movie. So I don't know, gents. Because Duma, let me ask you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can ask first. I was about to ask you, but
I was just saying now, if it's three of us get my place, ne? And we are playing with a gun, you know, we are just playing. When Mampondo shoot at you by mistake.
Plus, I looked like the one, ne?
Yeah, no, bro, I'm just saying, you you shoot at Duma by mistake, ne?
Yeah.
And we say to you, Mina and UTG, Situkue, Baba, we are going to say there was an intruder here. Otherwise, we are going to pin the death on you. That's what I was thinking. These guys have the numbers. Kelly, the sister, Longway, and everyone
The
else. So
mother.
we might say that, yeah. So they might have said, because according to the Netflix documentary, it states that this guy said, "No man, Ulongwe, man, Ulongwe," the other day. But the next day he changes. So I'm thinking they might have said, "Chief, if you lie, we are going to make you transition from a victim to a prime suspect. We have the numbers. We'll pin it on you." So I'm trying to understand his case. What will you do?
And Press, I think it might precisely be what you are saying, you know? It might be precisely what you're saying. I was also thinking, now I forgot my point. I forgot my point. Yeah. Someone go in, I'll come in. I forgot my point. Just
think, yeah. Someone come in.
Okay, like from what I've heard from all of you, now I feel like Jorge Tumelo betrayed his friend.
Okay, Sticks.
That's how I feel from what I've heard.
Okay, can I ask? I hear you are saying he betrayed all of you, but who do you think killed him? What happened in a synopsis? What happened in that house that day?
Yeah.
Since he betrayed his friend, what do you think happened?
Press, whilst he's thinking, right?
Yes.
I wanted to say the other reason why it could possibly be Longway. I watched the documentary, it's just that I forgot now. But I think there was an ongoing dispute between him and Senzo. I can't remember what happened, but I know someone was busy with someone's
Senzo.
Senzo was busy with. Yes, exactly. So it could possibly also be a factor why Longway might have allegedly pulled the trigger, but that's just my view. I think Longway pulled the trigger. I think so, honestly.
Okay, another one.
But my question is, he pulls the trigger and then he runs away. Why is he running?
Yeah, man, he's traumatized, and it might have been by mistake. That's the thing, because someone, for a view would say, I mean, no, yeah. I'm trying to think of it, but it's not worth my bro. That thing is confusing, man.
Yeah, but
he pulls the trigger and he runs away.
And gets run away from responsibility. Or Kelly Kumalo, allegedly Kelly would have pulled it, or it's long. But man, I think based on the fact that Tumelo then says, I think it's Tumelo if I'm not mistaken, he says in the court that no, it's not Tumelo, it's advocate Titi Tobani. He says Senzo had relations with Zandi as well. Right?
Yes.
The sister. So it might have been possible that Longwe found out that evening and then went to the Kumalos. And then a fight ensued. And as they were struggling with the gun,
Senzo got shot.
Pulled the trigger by mistake. You understand? Because even Tumelo in the docky, according to Senzo's brother, says, hey man, this guy, Madlara called me and said, Senzo has been killed, shot by mistake. So how can an intruder shoot you by mistake? And Mpetu, if you know what Inkabis do, they would destroy and kill everything and anything in their way. They don't care. So
exactly.
What kind of Inkabis just come for a cell phone and shoot by mistake? So those are the technicalities.
And one person, bro.
Exactly. Exactly. And by the way, gent, if you're watching the trial this past week, do you know Advocate Tobani says he's going to prove that on the day of the murder, one of the accused, I think it's accused two, if not one, was in KZN preparing for his lobola. He will come with financial and bank statements to prove that the man was in KZN and not in Gauteng. So you see, exactly.
Press, And just another view, gents. Another view is that, remember Senzo had a wife, right? Senzo had a wife,
Yes.
and he was also dating Kelly at the same time. So it might have been possible that maybe a dispute. There was a dispute between him and Kelly might have pulled the trigger by mistake. So that's another view, because he had a wife as well. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
So he was planning on leaving her to go
yes,
for the wife and fix
for the
issue. Hey
wife.
man.
And fixes. So but what I'm
But
getting
why
at-
call Chico?
Yeah, why? I want that. I want that actually. Why was
why
Chico
does Chico
called?
Twala then offer an overseas holiday or vacation for Kelly? Well, maybe they're close. I don't know, gents. Those are the questions.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he
but
was
what-
the manager, but
just the common denominator in this whole narrative is that the guy who pulled the trigger was definitely inside the house. That's what our whole discourse is showing me, that the person who pulled the trigger was inside the house, whether it be Kelly, it be Tumelo, Zandi, or even Kelly. Any of them, or
Yeah.
one way.
No, guys, yeah. No. Thank you so
let's
much
wrap up
for
now.
yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, TJ, we're done. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, for tuning in. It's been an amazing time. For more of such conversation.